Varanasi is all set for the inauguration of the Kashi Vishwanath Corridor by Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. The entire event will be aired live across the country, and the entire stretch has also been painted pink to maintain a consistent look and bring out its rich heritage. NDTV's Alok Pandey sent us this report.
The Kashi Vishwanath Corridor in Varanasi is set for inauguration. Before I give you shots from a top angle of the temple and the corridor, I'd like to pan this side and also show you the older part of Varanasi. These are areas very close to the ghats. You can see that this is a very congested space beyond the Kashi Vishwanath temple. But now that I walk to this side, it'll be interesting to see how this area has transformed. So this is the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Earlier, the temple was confined within this space that is on your camera right now. But right now, what has happened is that this entire area has been cleared out. So the congestion here has been removed, and these buildings have been constructed very close to the famous Manikarnika or burning ghats of Varanasi. The additional space that's been required to create this infrastructure has been about 55,000 square meters. And the project, according to the government, has taken around 900 crores to build. Now, what it has essentially done is that it has connected this famous temple, this shrine, which is famous across the country and the world, to the other landmark in Varanasi, which is the Ganga river. Earlier, it was a challenge to actually go through the maze of buildings and lanes all the way to the ghat. That process has been made easier right now. Of course, there are many who would argue that the entire character of Varanasi was in these congested lanes and the fact that, this maze of lanes took you to the river. But the government thinks that ease of access to the complex is very important, and bringing two landmarks together is also very, very important. And that is why this entire corridor has been built. The Prime Minister is coming here on Monday. A host of BJP chief ministers, in fact, all of them are also coming here on Monday, which is tomorrow, and they will all take part in 2-day-long events to launch this corridor. The Prime Minister will be here tomorrow, and he will be here the day after, which is Tuesday, and he will be inaugurating, like I said, this Kashi Vishwanath Corridor that you see in the background here behind me, to the stage set for 2 days of events and festivities in Varanasi. With Ajay Singh, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV. This is the Kashi Vishwanath Corridor that's going to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday. I just want to pan to this side and show you the Ganga river. So these are the steps of the corridor that, as you can see, are still under construction. It will take a while for them to get their final shape. But what the Prime Minister is doing is that before I talk about that, let me just show you the burning ghats there. These are the Manikarnika ghats, where cremations take place. It's a very famous place across the country. And to this side is the other ghat, that is also a prominent one in Varanasi, and the corridor is coming up in between these two ghats. And there, as you can see, the Ganga river, of course, no one is a stranger to that. We all know about the Ganga river and its importance in Varanasi. The corridor is coming up to this side. So to this side is the Kashi Vishwanath temple. I'm going to just walk inside as I show you these last-minute preparations that are taking place. Obviously, this is very hurried because the Prime Minister is coming in tomorrow, so it's debatable whether all of this will be complete or not. The Prime Minister will be taking a vehicle and will be coming to this area where, as you can see, like I said, finishing touches still happening for the entire corridor. It's likely that all of this will finish in, say, a month from now, but it is getting inaugurated tomorrow. To that side is the Kashi Vishwanath temple. So that is where the Kashi Vishwanath temple is. So at a later stage, maybe a month from now, when all this is fully complete, somebody could actually just walk up from the Ganga Ghat all the way to the Kashi corridor, all the way to the Kashi Vishwanath temple. In fact, that is the spot where the Kashi Vishwanath temple is. So this is what has been planned. The government says that this has been done to decongest this entire area. So earlier, this entire area had a lot of homes, a lot of temples. So all of them were taken over. They were then demolished. Some of them were preserved, of course, some of the temples were preserved. And then this entire corridor has been created. The government says this will provide easier access to pilgrims who want to come and visit the two landmarks of Varanasi. One of them, of course, the Ganga River, the other, the Kashi Vishwanath Temple. So this project does increase connectivity between both of these landmarks in Varanasi. With Ajay Singh and Vineet Verma, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.